Have you ever looked up at the night sky and seen something, well, something that just made you stop and stare? A strange light, a weird shape, something that was both beautiful and just a little bit unsettling? Well, today, we're going to dive into some of the most spectacular and mysterious lights that show up in our atmosphere.
I mean, seriously, look at this. People all over the world have been capturing pictures of these incredible, swirling lights that look like they're straight out of a sci-fi movie. So, you gotta ask the question, what in the world are these things? Are they portals to another dimension? Some kind of advanced technology? Let's get into it.
All right, so our first mystery is this absolute beauty. It's a phenomenon so otherworldly that people have nicknamed it an alien Stargate. And you can see why, right? It's this huge, glowing spiral that just silently expands across the sky. It's the kind of thing that really gets the imagination going.
This quote just nails the feeling, doesn't it? Can you imagine seeing this unfold in real time? It's not some little dot of light. It's a massive, structured pattern forming right over your head. It's pure awe and complete confusion all rolled into one incredible moment.
Okay, so here's the twist. Is mind-bending and alien as this thing looks? Its origin isn't millions of light years away. No, it's actually way, way closer to home. The answer isn't extraterrestrial. It's 100% terrestrial. And here is the big reveal. It's called a SpaceX spiral. You see, after a Falcon 9 rocket drops off its payload, the upper stage has to get rid of any leftover fuel. It's just a standard safety thing, to make sure the stage is stable and doesn't explode later on. But this totally routine procedure creates this absolutely spectacular and completely accidental light show for us down on Earth. So how does a simple fuel dump turn into that? Well, it's this perfect four-step cosmic recipe. First, the rocket vents its extra fuel. Up there, in the near vacuum of space, that fuel instantly freezes into a cloud of tiny ice crystals. Now here's the magic part. Even though it's pitch black on the ground where you are, the sun is still shining way up at that altitude. And that sunlight hits this cloud of crystals and lights it up. The final touch? The rocket stage is spinning. So as it spins, it sprays out this glowing cloud of ice crystals into that perfect, beautiful, expanding spiral. And just like that, mystery solved.
So, the SpaceX spiral is a man-made wonder, a beautiful accident of our own technology. But our atmosphere has its own secrets, phenomena that are completely natural, way rarer, and, believe it or not, infinitely more powerful. So let's shift gears from a beautiful byproduct of technology to an event of just raw natural force.
Now this second mystery is something I find just absolutely wild. Nature's reverse lightning. Think about it. We all know how lightning works, right? It goes from the cloud down to the ground. Simple. But what if I told you that sometimes it just decides to break all the rules and shoot up instead? This incredible phenomenon is called a gigantic jet. It's an unbelievably rare kind of electrical discharge that, instead of heading down to Earth, literally erupts from the top of a thundercloud and blasts its way upward, reaching for the very edge of space. And when we say gigantic, we are not exaggerating. A single gigantic jet can travel 50 miles straight up into the sky. To put that in perspective, that's nearly 10 times higher than a commercial jet flies. It's literally a bolt of lightning connecting a storm to the upper limits of our atmosphere. And if the sheer scale of it doesn't blow your mind, the power definitely will. A single gigantic jet can pack 50 times the electrical charge of a typical lightning bolt that hits the ground. So this isn't just reverse lightning, it's reverse lightning on a whole other level of energy. And that's exactly why scientists are so fascinated by them. These things are transferring huge amounts of energy into our upper atmosphere, which could affect everything from its chemistry to satellites in orbit.
So, we've gone from man-made spirals to nature's own upward lightning. So what does it all mean? Well, it means the sky above us is a stage for some really incredible events. And by understanding them, we don't lose the wonder. We actually make it even deeper.
So let's do a quick recap. We've seen how something that looks like an alien Stargate is actually a beautiful, unintended consequence of our own quest for space. And we've learned about gigantic jets, this rare and powerful natural force that's rewriting what we thought we knew about lightning. The key takeaway here is that science doesn't take away the magic, it just gives it a name, and it helps us appreciate just how dynamic and surprising the world right above our heads truly is. And that really brings us to one last thought. We've unmasked two incredible atmospheric mysteries today, one born from human ingenuity and the other from the raw power of nature. It just makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other secrets is our atmosphere still hiding right there in plain sight?